Out again. Sunday, March the 16th, and we've left the van in Sedbergh, and when I say we, obviously that's Stephen, the below average wild camper, and we're heading up to the into the Howgills, and we're heading towards the calf. Now whether we actually camp at the calf, we'll see as we get up. We'll find somewhere. If we see somewhere more desirable, we'll do that, but in the moment the plan is to camp at the calf. If I show you down there, you'll probably not be able to see it, but that's Sedbergh in the distance. Well, it's quite a climb up here. Just steady way though, no hurry. As some regular watchers of my videos will know, that I try to, when I'm out, look at some of the industrial past of where we are, and I'll have a look at Wikipedia and see if I can impart any of their knowledge onto you. Now I've looked at the Ordnance Survey map of where we're going and where we've come from, Sedbergh, all the way up to the calf, and there's no, on the maps, there's no mention of lead mines or old mines or quarries, and nothing. So there's been no sort of old industry around these parts in the last 200 years, I would say. And as far as Sedbergh's concerned, when I look at that, the only mention in Sedbergh is the wool industry. So it looks as if they didn't have any industry either to speak of. So I'm sorry, but you're not going to be as knowledgeable after this video as you usually are. But hopefully it'll still be an entertaining video.
Unless you like the wool industry.
Yeah, unless you like sheep and you've got a big pair of wellies with you. Starting to rain. Might have to get the waterproofs out. The Howgills. It's the first time I've been to the Howgills, but it looks as if it's quite distinctive. They seem to be sort of much more rounded hills, and the grass is almost yellow. It looks lovely, really nice. In fact, if I swing you around, there's a little bit of sun, and you can see the patches of sunlight on the grass. It looks really effective, and the same down there. It's just because the sun has just come out and it's just shining off the yellow grass. It's lovely. I think that's where we're going. The sky's looking pretty moody. Now you'll not be able to see it on the GoPro, but that over there is sort of Morecambe Bay, and towards the right is Grange Over Sands and places like that. So we're only about, what, 3/4 of a mile from the calf. But we're going to have to think about getting some water, so we might have to get to the calf and then go to Courtly Spout, or the top of Courtly Spout, to get some fresh water. I know there is a tarn not far from the top of the calf, but how clean that water is I don't know. If we're absolutely desperate we'll use it, but if not we'll try and find some fresh water. I suppose it'll be alright as long as we boil in the water. We haven't had to come far for this, have we?
Yeah. And I get a bit out of there just from the last bit.
So as you've seen, we've just come off our track just to get some fresh water, and it was worth the effort because it's lovely clear water. So there's my bottles, enough there for the night. And we've got to go back up there, and then it's only about 500 metres to the summit of the calf, and then we'll find somewhere to camp. And here we are. It's a bit chilly up here, and I've just felt a couple of drops of rain. Well, it's just a case now of finding a flat spot, perhaps leeward side of the mountain. Well, that's the tent up. As you can see, it's a bit blustery. So all I've got to do now is empty the bag and get my sleeping gear in. And it's cold, it's very cold. I don't think it's going to be frosty though, but it's cold because it's a cold wind. I keep calling this sleeping bag me Rab 600, but it actually isn't, it's a Rab 700. Aye, it's an Ascent 700. Better than I thought it was. Right, I'll loft it up. Get lofted up. do? Somebody asked me on a comment. Somebody asked me on a comment what my gear was, and it's a Thermarest Neo Air top war. That's me. Neo Air what? Top war. Well, hello. It's 10 to 7 and it's freezing out there. I've been out for the last time. I took a few photographs of the tent and things. Earlier on I had some soup and a cheese scone, one of Liz's cheese scones. But now I'm thinking about opening the bar. Right, we'll try again, because the battery just died on my GoPro. Once it gets a bit cold and get below 40%, they just die. Anyway, I'm going to crack the bar open. I'll just show you what I've got. That's right, McEwen's Champion 7.3. I've been converted by Hengist. So here we go. You know what I'm going to say, don't you, Stephen? You know what I'm going to say, don't you? E-by gum. That's good beer, that. That's good beer, that. I haven't even had it yet. But it goes without saying, E-by gum. That's good beer, that. So when I've had that, after that, I'll put the kettle on and I'll make my main meal. I've got pulled pork and rice. It's about 20 to 10 now. I've been listening to a bit radio, some podcasts what I recorded. I've had a bit brandy, and I think our Stephen's gone all quiet, so I think he must be gone to sleep. I shouted earlier on, but he didn't respond, so he must be asleep. So I think I'll call it a night, and I think I might put the light out and get to sleep. It's cold. It's not icy, but it is cold, and it's quite windy. The tent's rattling about a bit, but it's standing up fine. So I'll see you in the morning. Night night. Good morning. 6:30. I've had a reasonable night's sleep, but mind the tent's been flapping about quite a bit. Anyway, I've managed to get up and get the kettle on. I've got a cup of tea and a croissant. I've never been out the tent yet, but I did unzip the fly and have a look out, and it's a bit clogged out. There's no sun. It looks a bit white out there. I don't think there's a lot of frost on the grass, but there's certainly frost on the tent. So I've heard Stephen rumbling about, so he's up. Make myself some porridge, I imagine. So I'll have this cup of tea and start getting myself tidied around a bit, and we'll start making moves to get packed up. So right, we're both up. There's Stephen and me. As you can see, there's frost on the tents, but at least it's dry. So that's where we were. You can see that in the daylight now. There's the trig point in the distance. I'm just gonna have a wander over here to show you the views we've got on the other side of the valley. And it's certainly cold. All packed and ready to go. I don't know what time is it, about 7 o'clock or something?
It's 20 to 8.
20 to 8. That's where my tent was, and Stephen's was somewhere here. We've left no pegs left, no rubbish. We leave the place as we found it. So, thanks for watching if you've gotten this far. We've enjoyed this camp. As I've said in my previous video, the last camp, I replied to all comments, even the rotten ones. And I did say in that one that I never get rotten ones, but I did last time, but never mind. The world's full of all sorts of people, and I forgive them. And I'm pretty convinced that the both of them who didn't put pretty negative comments, I'm pretty convinced they didn't even watch the video, they just saw the title. But anyway, that's up to them. Don't let that put you off doing comments, because I love getting them.
Even bad ones.
Even bad ones, and I said that last time as well, because generally speaking the world's full of good people. Right, off we go. Catch you on the next one. I think we'll be trying to go the next one when it might be a bit warmer.
Well, good luck with that.